Friday, you said you could get poled.
Told you everything, didn't I?
You did. This morning you were like, no, top three.
That's true.
And then here you are, top three. You must be delighted.
Yeah. Don't know what to say. Like, I didn't think we were expecting to maybe be as quick as today. We knew we made progress and we were quicker yesterday, and that was evidence that we had made progress and the car was performing better and so on. Today I think we had a bit more expectation than last weekend. We thought we could definitely do a bit better, and I mean, I said before the race that there's potential to be racing them for a bit longer and a bit further into the race. The car was really good to drive, like a big step forward from last weekend, and it shows how much of a difference it can make just in the car performing the way you want it to, and to have that confidence to lean on the rear tyres and so on. And you can go from ending up 30 seconds behind to racing with these guys. And I know Max was completely on a different circuit today, but to race with Lewis and to race with Valtteri just on pure pace and to beat one of them because we were ahead, or to beat one Red Bull, one Mercedes, and I mean, I would have said we had the pace to quite easily beat Valtteri today. It's a good sign, but I just would have loved to have been P2 as well.
There was that moment with Checo. You weren't too happy with the penalty. He obviously did feel slightly different as well. What do you make of it?
I mean, it's lap one, but you're going for second place. He knows there's gravel on the exit of the corner. It's his risk and not mine. I don't know what he was expecting, I need to see it from a different view, because obviously I was in the car. It's hard to know exactly where they are all the time. It wasn't, in my opinion, he didn't commit enough. He wasn't like the car ahead into the corner. And he should have expected it at least, so he should have backed out. He should have done something different, because he didn't, I think, like complete the overtake that he was trying to achieve. So annoying for me, and a bit unlucky, I think, but it's not my decision in the end of the day. So
I know that you've started to go well here in Austria. McLaren looks strong here as well, but you're consistently competing now in this really strong position. You're racing Red Bulls and Mercedes today. Is this the sign of things to come?
I hope so, of course. But whether or not we can keep this up at every racetrack, this is one of the tracks we've done well every single year, qualifying and the race. It's always been one of our best circuits of the season. So I think the main thing is we don't just get too complacent and think this is where we are now, because just last weekend when the car wasn't, when we didn't have 2 weeks to nail everything, the car wasn't good enough. So we had a great day today and we've been fast all weekend, but I think I don't expect to be like this every single weekend throughout the rest of the season. I think it's going to be much tougher again and not so much glory, so we'll see.
Crikey, Charles, you had a good afternoon with Checo this afternoon, didn't you?
I wouldn't call it a good afternoon, but an exciting afternoon probably is the word. Obviously, there was quite a bit of tension under the helmet. Now, helmet off, we've spoken. I think he exaggerated. That's it, I will move on. I'm not the type of guy that is just staying on the same thing for a long time. It's been very frustrating in the car because I felt like I had a lot more pace, but I couldn't use it. Every time I saw an opportunity, there were very few opportunities because we were a DRS train, but every time I saw an opportunity, I tried to go for it, and twice I didn't have enough space on the exit of the corner. But it's life. It's like this.
Car came alive, like you said, in the race day after a difficult qualifying. Can you take a lot of encouragement from your performance today?
Yeah, I felt like we were a little bit less strong compared to last week, but we were still very strong, and I think it was positive. We didn't look much in the mirrors. I think the only shame was that we were on the same strategies as the one in front, so no tyre advantage by doing a reverse strategy, but it paid off for Carlos, so I think we did a good thing to do the split of cars at the beginning of this race.
Checo, Charles was just saying that you've already had a chat to him about it. You had a couple of close calls with him this afternoon.
Yeah, it was a disaster, my race, first with Lando. I think it wasn't fair racing there. He was lucky not to have any damage, but next time can be different, But anyway, my race was ruined after that. And with Charles, I'm extremely sorry because that's not the way I like to be racing. In both occasions, I just tried to brake as late as possible, end up without road. Actually, I did some damage to my front wing. We had very old tires, you know, at that stage with dirty air and so on. So it was just over the limit, and I haven't seen the incidents with Charles, but yeah, I'm just frustrated with that because, as I say, that's not the way I like to race.
With Lando, is that something you'll go and have a chat with him about?
Sorry?
Will you go and have a chat to Lando about what happened?
Well, no, I think I just know next time that things can be tricky. So, yeah, it was lap 1. I think, as I say, he was pretty lucky not to get any damage on his car. But as I say, the next time can be different.